Starting a new game, especially a big one, can feel really overwhelming. So I want to share with you 3 tips that I use when jumping into a big new game to really get myself immersed. My first tip may seem a little obvious, but block out the time on your calendar for the new game. What I found is that if I don't do this, I'm just way more likely to end up playing a live service game like Overwatch, something that is pretty mindless for me at this point, or to just end up scrolling on my phone or making other plans. So blocking out the time is a really good first step to getting yourself in the mood to play a big new game. My second tip is to wine and dine yourself. I treat starting a big new game like this almost like a date night with myself, where I will plan either to have a really good snack or a really good meal ready, so that way I don't have to pause the game halfway through my session and think about what I want to have to eat. Thinking a little more abstractly, I think of this as like an act of self-love where you're taking time to indulge the hobbies that you love and care about and to nourish your creativity and your sense of joy. And my third tip is the one that is probably most important, but that we're all terrible at, and that's put your phone on Do Not Disturb. I am notorious for grabbing my phone the minute I feel any sense of boredom in a game, and so either having my phone on Do Not Disturb or even better, not having it in the room just really helps me focus in on what I'm doing. And boredom is okay. Boredom is totally normal in these situations when you're trying to learn something new. So I always say it's important to practice being mindful and just be present in the moment so you can be receptive to whatever the developers have set up for you and their stories and their narratives and their gameplay. What did they want you to take away from playing this experience? And I think more than anything, just being willing to appreciate and critically engage with the piece of art that you're about to experience. So hopefully this helps you jump into that big game that you've been putting off for a long time. I used these tips last year when I started Elden Ring because I had never played a Souls-like and I was just hell-bent on getting into one and just figuring it out. And I did all these 3 steps and I had a good 4-hour play session right off the jump, and it really set the stage for me to have an amazing 100-hour playthrough. But let me know in the comments some of your tips for starting out a big new game. And don't forget to like and follow for more game reviews, recommendations, and discussions.